Welcome. How nice of you to stop by for a visit. I've been expecting you. Here, have a seat right next to me. I have another story to tell you. The Undoing of Devonius and the Dollmaker. In a small mist-shrouded village at the edge of a dark forest stood a toy shop owned by a man named Devonius. His shop was the only one in town where parents could purchase dolls for their children, and business was thriving. Yet, behind Devonius's humble facade was a bottomless greed that closed his eyes to the whispers in the village. The whispers about the sinister dolls he sold, all crafted by a reclusive woman named Paula. Paula was no ordinary doll maker. Her workshop was deep in the forest, a shadowy place where no one dared venture. It was said she had a talent for creating lifelike dolls, their painted faces eerily beautiful, their glass eyes unnervingly natural. The dolls were always in high demand, but there was something wrong with them, something no one could quite name. It was as if they carried a piece of Paula's darkness into every home. The villagers trusted Devonius to provide safe and beautiful toys for their children, but they needed to know the true extent of his partnership with Paula. She had promised him wealth beyond his dreams, and in return, Devonius agreed to sell only her dolls, shutting out all other doll makers from the town. Her designs became the only choice, each more sinister than the last. The villagers didn't question it. How could they? Paula's dolls were beautiful, even if they felt strange, and Devonius, blinded by greed, didn't care. But as time went on, strange things began to happen. Children who received Paula's dolls grew restless, their sleep haunted by nightmares. The dolls were always watching, their eyes following the children wherever they went. Parents began to feel uneasy, but Paula and Devonius's grip on the town was strong. The only dolls they could buy were Paula's creations, and Devonius quickly dismissed any concerns, assuring everyone that the dolls were harmless toys. One day, a stranger came to town. She was a traveler passing through, but her keen eyes noticed the strange air about the village. She heard the murmurs of discontent, the quiet complaints about the dolls that filled every home. The stranger visited Devonius's shop, and examining the dolls on the shelves, she saw something the villagers had missed. Tiny symbols carved into the dolls' necks, hidden under layers of lace and ribbon. These were not ordinary dolls. They were vessels for something darker. The stranger began to speak with the villagers, planting seeds of truth in their minds. Slowly they realized they had been manipulated and controlled by Devonius and Paula. The parents who had dismissed the children's fears now saw the terror in their eyes, the pallor on their faces. As the truth spread, Devonius noticed fewer and fewer customers coming through his door. The once bustling shop fell into eerie silence. Word reached Paula in her forest workshop, but she was too far removed from the town to stop the growing tide of doubt. The seeds of truth had taken root, and the villagers' distrust blossomed into anger. They began to return the dolls one by one, demanding refunds and throwing the cursed toys at Devonius's feet. Devonius, desperate to save himself, went to confront Paula. He stormed into her workshop, demanding answers and accusing her of cursing the dolls. Unbothered by his fury, Paula only smiled, a cold, knowing smile that sent a chill down his spine. "You were easy to control, Devonius," she said, her voice dripping with contempt. "Greed blinds even the wisest of men. You were a willing pawn, and now you will fall with me." But it was too late. Now, armed with the truth, the villagers marched toward Paula's workshop. Devonius ran back to his shop, hoping to salvage what was left, but the damage had already been done. The villagers tore down his shelves, smashing every last doll. Once hidden deep in the woods, Paula's workshop was burned to the ground, leaving nothing but ashes and the faint smell of scorched wood. As the flames consumed the remnants of Paula's creations, Devonius's wealth vanished with them. His shop crumbled into ruin, his windows dark and shattered, while Paula disappeared into the night, never to be seen again. The town, finally free from their hold, began to heal, but the tale of Devonius and the Dollmaker was whispered for generations, a warning of what happens when greed and manipulation take root. No one ever forgot the eerie dolls, their glass eyes glinting in the firelight, or the seeds of truth that had turned the tide against those who sought to control them. The end. Thank you so much for stopping by. I did rather enjoy your company. I do hope you are able to sleep peacefully tonight, and that the shadows in your bedroom remain content without disturbing you. Until next time, do take care, and do stop by again when you have time for another story.